Hello everyone. Today we are going to complete our exercise 2.1. So let us see our question number 8. Find the perimeter of triangle ABE. Second one is the rectangle BCDE in this figure whose perimeter is greater. Here you can see in this figure one triangle and rectangle both is given where AB is a triangle and BCD is a rectangle. So let us solve the question. From the figure you can see that what is the value of AB? AB is 5 by 2 centimeter, AE 3 by 5. Here it is given in mixed fraction, so we have to change into improper fraction. So how to change? 5 into 3, 5 3 is a 15, 15 plus 3, 18 upon 5 centimeter. Then BE is 3 by 4 centimeter. So 4 2 is 8, 8 plus 3, 11, 11 upon 4 centimeter. And the value of ED is 7 by 6 centimeter. Now we have to find the perimeter of triangle and rectangle both. We know that the perimeter of any figure, any closed figure means the sum of all the sides. So you can see that we have to find the perimeter of triangle by adding all the sides. So sum of all sides or the perimeter of triangle AB is, its sides are AB, BE and AE. So AB plus BE plus AE. Now we have to put the values. So AB is 5 by 2, BE 11 by 4 and AE 18 by 5. Now we have to add. So you can see that denominators are not like. So first we will change the denominator into a same number. After that we will add. So for that we have to take the LCM. So LCM of 2, 4 and 5 is 20. Here we have done 2, 4 and 5. First we will take smaller number. So 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4 and 5 as it is because we cannot divide 5 by 2. So again here 2 is given. So we will take 2 only. 1 as it is, 2 ones are 2 and 5. Now we have to divide by 5. So 1, 1 and 5 ones are 5. So LCM will be 2 into 2 into 5 which is equal to 20. So by this method we have to find its LCM. Now here you can see 2 is given. Now we have to change the 2 denominator with 20. It means you have to multiply by 10. So in 5 also we multiply by 10. 4 here 4 is given and we have to change into 20. So by which number we multiply in 4? By 5. So in 11 also we multiply by 5. Here 5 is given and for 20 we need to multiply it by 4. So numerator also will multiply by 4. Here you can see if we have to multiply the numerator by the same number to which we multiply in denominator. So 5 tens are 50 plus 11 5s are 55 and 18 4s are 72. Now you can see the denominator is same. Now we'll add it. So 177 by 20. We can change into mixed fraction. So how to change into mixed fraction? Meaning of this one is we have to divide 20 by 177. So 28 are 160 and we'll minus, we'll get 17 as remainder. So this is the way how to write the given number in a mixed fraction. So quotient will come here in between the remainder and here divisor. So quotient means this answer is 8, remainder is 17 and divisor means 20. So by this way we have to change into mixed fraction. So we can write 177 by 20 in the form of 8 17 by 20 centimeter. Now we have to find the perimeter of rectangle BCDE. We know that the perimeter of rectangle is 2 into L plus B length plus breadth. So length, which is the length here? BE is the length of rectangle and ED is the breadth of rectangle. So BE is 11 by 4 centimeter and breadth ED is 7 by 6 centimeter. Now we have to put in this perimeter formula. So 2 into length is 11 by 4 plus 7 by 6. Here you can see again that denominators are not equal. So for that we will take the LCM of 4 and 6. If we take the LCM we will get it as 12. So by in 4 by which number multiply to get 12? One method is, if we don't know that by which number we have to multiply in 4 to get 12, you can divide 12 by 4. If you divide 12 by 4 you will get the answer as 3. It means you have to multiply 4 by 3 to get the answer 12. If you multiply 4 by 3, then numerator also you have to multiply by 3. Plus in 6 we will multiply by 2 get 12. So in 7 also we multiply by 2. So 2 into 11 3s are 33 plus 7 2s are 14 upon 12. First we will add. So 2 into 47 by 12. Here you can cut 2 1s are 2, 2 6 are 12. So answer is 47 by 6, or if we change into mixed fraction it will be written as 75 by 6 centimeter. So now we have to, one more question is given. After finding the perimeter we have to see whose perimeter is greater. Now we'll compare the perimeter. So perimeter of triangle is 177 by 20 and rectangle is 47 by 6. Here you can see neither numerator are equal nor denominator are equal. So it is not easy to compare this. For that we have to make its denominator equal. So for making the denominator equal we will take its LCM. So LCM of 20 and 6 is 60. Now we'll change 20 by 60 and 6 also by 60. So by which number multiply in 20 to get 60? By 3. So numerator also multiply by 3. So 177 into 3 is 531 upon 60. 47 by 6. Here again we have to change this 6 with 60. So multiply by 10. So numerator also 47 multiply by 10. So 470 by 60. Now you can see both have same denominator. Now we can compare it. So 531 by 60 and 470 by 60. So you can see that 531 by 60 is greater than 470 by 60, or 531 by 60 is the answer of 177 by 20 and 470 by 60 is the answer of 47 by 6. So you can see 177 by 20 is greater than 47 by 6, and 177 upon 20 is the perimeter of triangle. So we can say that perimeter of triangle ABC is greater than rectangle BCDE. Now question number 9. Ritu ate 3 by 5 part of an apple and the remaining apple was eaten by her brother Somu. How much part of the apple did Somu eat? Who had larger share and by how much? So you can see total part of an apple is 1. Out of 1 part of apple eaten by Ritu is 3 by 5. It means how many parts they have done? 5 parts. Out of 5 parts, Ritu ate 3 parts. So we have to find the part of apple eaten by her brother Somu. We know that we are dividing one apple into many parts. So we have to minus from 1. So 1 minus part of apple eaten by Ritu. So 1 minus 3 by 5. So 1, your denominator is not given, it means 1 only. So 1 by 1 minus 3 by 5. Now we'll take the LCM of 1 and 5, and LCM will be 5 as it is. So in place of 1 we have to bring here 5. It means you multiply by 5 in both numerator and denominator, and here 5 is already given, so you multiply by only 1. So 1 into 5 minus 3 into 1. So 5 ones are 5 minus 3 upon 5, 2 upon 5. So part of an apple eaten by Somu is 2 by 5. Here we have done minus from 1 because 1 is a total part or a whole part. Out of 1 part only we are dividing into many different parts. That's why we have to minus from 1 only. So the part of apples eaten by Somu is 2 upon 5. Now we have to compare who has a larger share. So 3 by 5 is the share of Ritu and 2 by 5 is the share of her brother Somu. So you can see that denominator are equal. Now we can easily compare its numerator. So 3 by 5 is greater than 2 by 5. Hence we can say that Ritu has larger share. One more question we have to find that by how much? How much share is larger of Ritu than Somu? It means we have to find the difference between them share. So 3 by 5 is the share of Ritu and 2 by 5 is the share of her brother Somu. Now we'll find the difference means how much part Ritu has greater than her brother. So 3 minus 2 upon 5, which is equal to 1 by 5. So Ritu share is larger than share of Somu by 1 by 5. It means 1 by 5 part Ritu has greater than her brother. Now question number 10. Samira purchased 3 1 by 2 kg apples and 4 3 by 4 kg guavas. What is the total weight of the fruit purchased by her? So how to find total weight? By adding the ape of both type of fruits. So Samira purchased apples. How many? 3 1 by 2 kg, or 3 2 just 6, 6 plus 1 7 by 2 kg. Then Samira purchased this one fruit 4 3 by 4. So 4 4 is 16. 16 plus 3, 19 by 4 kg. Now we have to find total weights. So total weight means we have to add the weight of both type of fruits. So 7 by 2 kg plus 19 by 4 kg. You can see that we cannot add it directly because denominator are different. So we'll take the LCM. LCM is 4. So in 2 we'll multiply by 4. So numerator also multiply by 2 only. So 7 into 2 plus, here 4 is already given. It means we have to multiply by only 1 in both numerator and denominator. So 7 2s are 14, 19 1s are 19. If we add, we'll get 33 by 4 kg, or if we change into mixed fraction, it will be 8 1 by 4 kg. So total weights of fruits is 8 1 by 4 kilogram. Question number 11, the last question of our exercise. Suman studies for 5 2 by 3 hours daily. She devotes 2 4 by 5 hours of her time for science and mathematics. How much time does she devote for other subjects? Total time she is taking daily is 5 2 by 3 hours. Out of total time, she is giving the time for maths and science. How many hours? 2 4 by 5 hours. So if she gives this much time out of this total time, so the left time is for other subject. It means we have to minus in this question. So total time taken by Suman daily for study is 5 2 by 3 hour or 17 by 3 hours. So time taken for science and maths is given how much? 2 4 by 5 or 14 by 5 hours. So time taken for other subject. How to find for other subject? Total time minus the time taken for science and maths. So the remaining time is for other subject only. So 17 by 3 minus 14 by 5. You will take the LCM of 3 and 5. So LCM of 3 and 5 is 15. So in 3 multiply by 5 and in 5 we multiply by 3. So 17 we will multiply by 5 minus 14 into 3. 17 5s are 85 minus 14 3s are 42. Here we have to take the LCM first. After that only we have to minus. Because if denominators are not equal, then we cannot be able to minus the numerator. So 85 minus 42 upon 15, 43 upon 15 or 2, 15 2s are 30, 30 plus 13, 43 by 15 hours. Using the division you have to change into mixed fraction. So the time taken for other subject is 2 13 by 15 hours. Now we'll see the new topic, multiplication of fractions. First one, multiplication of a fraction by a whole number. Whole number means a complete number. So 3 is a whole number and 1 by 4 is a fraction. So how to multiply? We'll multiply the numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. So 3 by 1. So 3 into 1 upon 4 or 3 by 4. Then fraction as an operator of. If in any fraction of is given, then what is the meaning of this? The of operator basically implies multiplication. For example, 16 of 18. So 16 multiply 18, 186 or 1 by 4 of 24. So we can write 1 by 4 into 24, or we will multiply numerator with numerator. So 1 by 4 into 24. We can cut 4 ones are 4, 4 6 are 24. So 1 into 6 is 6. Now we'll start our exercise 2.2. Which of the following drawing shows 4 into 1 by 5, 2 into 1 by 2, 3 into 2 by 3 and 3 into 1 by 7. After this figures we have to find the answer. So first we'll find the answer of first figure. Here you can see how many total parts. First we will see the parts one. First question is 4 into 1 by 5. So we can see that 4 into 1 by 5 represent the addition of 4 figures. Here 4 means how many figures are there? 4 figures, and each represent one shaded part out of the 5 equal part. Here fraction means out of 5 parts, 1 part is shaded, and how many figures are there? 4 figures. So we can see that 4 figures are there in D. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Out of this, and how many parts are there total? 5 parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1 by 5 means out of 5, 1 part is shaded. So you can see that out of 5, how many parts are shaded here? 1. It means 4 into 1 by 5 is, the answer of this one is figure D. Second one is 2 into 1 by 2. 2 into 1 by 2, it means 2 represent the addition of two figures. There should be two figure and one each represent means that there are two equal parts and out of this one part is shaded. So you can see figure B. Here two figures are there, 1, 2. And how many parts are there? 1, 2, and which one part is shaded. Third one, 3 into 2 by 3. You can see 3 into 2 by 3, how many? Here both have three figures, but 2 by 3 it means there are three parts out of which two are shaded. So you can see that in figure C, how many parts are there? 1, 2 and 3, in which two are shaded. It means the answer of third one is C. Last one, 3 into 1 by 7. 3 means here there should be how many figures? 3 figures. 1, 2, 3. Here 3 means complete and whole number means a complete part. So 1, 2, 3. 1 by 7 means how many parts are there? 7 parts, out of which one part is shaded. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and here one part is shaded. So answer of fourth one is A. The explanation is written here. You can write the answers directly without writing this explanation. It is for your understanding. Then question number 2. Some pictures A to C are given below. Tell which of them show. So 3 into 1 by 5, 3 by 5. Again you have to see. 3 into 1 by 5 means there should be how many figures? 3 figures and 5 parts should be there. So 3 figure means addition of 3 figure and each represent one shaded part out of 5 equal part, and 3 by 5 means 3 shaded parts out of 5 equal parts. So you can see how many figures are there? 3, 1, 2, 3, and each part have one shaded part out of how many parts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And last one, final answer is 3 upon 5 means 3 parts are shaded out of total 5 parts. So answer of first one, 3 into 1 by 5 is equal to 3 by 5 is C. Second one, 2 into 1 by 3. 2 into 1 by 3 means there should be two figures and 3 parts should be there in which one part is shaded. And the answer there should be 3 parts and out of which 2 parts is shaded. So you can see in figure A, 2 figures are there, 3 parts and 1 part is shaded. And the answer is 2 by 3. Here out of 3 parts, 2 parts are shaded. It means the answer of second one is A. And last one, 3 into 3 by 4, which is equal to 2 into 1 by 4. 3 means there should be 3 figures. 3 by 4, it means there should be 4 parts out of which 3 parts are shaded. So you can see here 3 figures are there and 4 equal parts in which 3 parts are 1, 2, 3 are shaded. It means the answer of this one is 2 into 1 by 4. Here 2 means 2 parts are completely shaded and 1 by 4. 4 2s are 8, 8 plus 1, 9 by 4. Means 9 parts should be shaded. So 4, 4 plus 8, 8 plus 1, 9. So answer of third one is figure B. Then question number 3. Multiply and reduce to the lowest form. First you have to multiply this. After this you have to write in the lowest or in the smallest form. So by the rule of multiplication of fraction, we know that the product of fraction is product of numerator upon product of denominator. Product means multiplication. Then 3 into 5 by 7. You can see 3 and 5 both are written in numerator. It means we multiply 3 by 5. There is no denominator of 3. It means here 1 only. So 1 into 7, 7. 3 into 5, 15 by 7. So 15 by 7 is a multiplication. After that lowest form means we have to change into mixed fraction. So we can change into, we have to divide 7 by 15. We will divide 15 by 7. So 7 2s are 15. 7 2s are 15. 7 2s are 15 here. Then 1 is remainder is left. So we can write that quotient means this one in the middle, remainder on the place of numerator, and 7 as it is. So 2 1 by 7. 5 into 1 by 3. It means you have to multiply 5 by 1. So 5 into 1 upon 3, 5 by 3, or 3 1s are 3 plus 2, 5 by 3. 2 into 6 by 7. So 2 into 6 both are in place of numerator. So we multiply this. 2 into 6, 12 by 7, or 7 and just 7, 7 plus 5, 12 by 7. 2 7 into 3. It means 2 into 3 upon 7, 6 by 7. Here this one we cannot change into mixed fraction because numerator is greater here, and if numerator is greater than numerator, it means we cannot change into mixed fraction. Mixed fraction we can change only when if any numerator is divisible by its denominator. So this is the lowest form to which we cannot cut it again. Then question number 5, 6 both are your homework. Question number 8, 5 by 4 into 6. Without multiplication also first we can cut this one. So 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6. So remaining numbers are 5 into 3 upon 2 or 15 upon 2, or we can write it as 7 1 by 2. Again question number 8 and 9, it's your homework. Then we'll see question number 4. Shed 1 by 2 of the circle in box A, 3 by 4 of the triangles in box B, and 3 by 5 box of the boxes in box C. So let us see first one. 1 by 2 of the circle. First you have to count which is the half part of the circle. First we'll count how many circles are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It is given 1 by 2 of the circle. It means 1 by 2 of total 10. We know that of means multiplication. So 2 ones are 2 and 2 5s are 10. So 5 ones are 5. It means out of 10 we have to shed how many circles? 5 circles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Second one, 3 by 4 of the triangle. 3 by 4 of the triangle means how many triangles are there total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Means 3 by 4 of 16 triangle. So multiply by 16. So 4 ones are 4, 4 fours are 16. It means 3 into 4 is equal to 12. So out of 16, how many triangle we have to shed? 12. So this 12 we have to shed. And last one is 3 by 5 of the boxes. So 3 by 5 of the boxes. Of the boxes means first we have to count total number of boxes. And how many boxes are given? 15. So first we'll find what is the part 3 by 5 part of total 15 boxes. So 3 by 5 into 15. 5 ones are 5, 5 threes are 15. If we multiply 3 threes are 9. It means out of 15 box we have to shed this 9 boxes. So this is the answer. Now question number 5. You have to find the answer. 1 by 3 of 18 and 54. So we have to find the answer of both questions. So first we'll write 1 by 3 of 18. We know that of means multiplication. So 1 by 3 into 18. So 3 ones are 3, 3 6 are 18. If we can reduce into the lowest form, we can reduce it. So answer is 6. Second one is 54. You have to find the 1 by 3 of 54. So 1 by 3 into 54. If you divide 54 by 3, we'll get the answer as 18. Question number 2. 2 by 3 of 39. So 2 by 3 of 39, we will change off by multiplication. So 2 by 3 into 39, 3 ones are 3, 3 threes are 9. So 2 into 13, which is equal to 36. Then 2 by 3 of 48. So 2 by 3 of 48, 2 by 3 into 48, 3 ones are 3 and 3 6 are 18. So 2 into 16, which is equal to 32. Same as we have to find the answer of third and fourth one. So these questions both are your homework. Then we'll complete the next question of our exercise on the next day of our